and with interacting with sort of everybody around him, it seemed like he had but really matured in a really interesting and profound way.
Well, I will tell you that I picked up Kobe in the second half of his career in 2005. The sexual assault charges came in 2003. There were some difficult times, but I had both good and bad interactions with Kobe. I have interviews from back in 2005, 2006, very delightful, nice interviews that I did with Kobe. Kobe, I used to sort of laugh at him because once he would get into the playoffs, he would sort of turn on that Mamba thing, that sort of I'm angry at the world. That was his motivator. And so he'd be angry with the media all the time. But if we saw him, Kobe was always very pleasant with us and talked to us, always sat at his locker. It may take a minute before he got to his locker after a game, but he spent the time talking to us. That's one of the things about Kobe Bryant, is he always did take that time at his locker to talk to us. If he was in a particular stretch of playoffs or something, he may play it a little bit tough. But there was a time I was out with my family and we were at Newport Beach and we were at one of the resorts down there. And I was with a big table of people in my family, and Kobe and his wife Vanessa and the girls came walking by, and he saw me and he turned around and he came back and he stood there for a minute. He shook hands with everyone at the table, said hi to my entire family. He was really great about taking that time. He was really personable when you were with him like that on that level. A lot of what people saw or the media saw was that other side where he was playing that Mamba, that tough Mamba. But yes, Alex, after he got out, he even talked about his relationship with Shaq. And even Shaq and we all, it was that thing, how much they didn't like each other, how much they did, and they knew they were young.
Liz, as we are getting and seeing reaction come in across the world, I'm looking at the last tweet that Kobe sent out last night, continuing to move the game forward, King James, much respect, my brother. Just wondering how LeBron James must feel at this moment. Wondering how Magic Johnson must feel as we saw him in that video there. You mentioned working with Kobe Bryant after the sexual assault charges. I also did Wednesday's Child with him, fairly close to being after that date, and I remember being a little concerned about doing a story with Kobe Bryant after those charges and saying, thinking, I'm not sure I feel about you right now, and you couldn't have been more gracious, you couldn't have been more wonderful as we did a Wednesday's Child segment with him, and he was so gracious to the young child on Wednesday's Child, and gave the kid his tennis shoes, literally took his tennis shoes off his feet and gave him to the child. So Kobe Bryant has these moments that people in LA will never forget on a personal level. Your thoughts on that?
That's absolutely true. That was the thing. Kobe was a larger-than-life person, as you know. That's why we're talking about this. That's why when that first initial word came out, honestly, I trusted the source, but I didn't believe it, and I wanted to say that can't be true, and I didn't want to repeat the story. But it is true, and it was because we're also shocked because we felt like we knew Kobe and watched him grow up. We watched him when he went to the prom with Brandy. Do you remember that? And then how he got to this level now. Yeah, right, Christine? Remember those days where he got to this elder statesman? He's 41 years old, but he just was such a big part of everything. He and his wife had a